Assalamualaikum dear students. We are doing chapter number 1. Chapter number 1, numbers. IGCSE, extended mathematics. Math course. Code for this course is 0580. This is the code of this course. Okay, now first chapter is about numbers. Now before starting chapters, I would like to before starting this chapter, I would like to do types of numbers. Now first type is natural numbers. Now natural number is represented by n, capital N. Now these numbers they can be written as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. They are going towards infinity because they are infinite. We cannot count these numbers. They are sometimes called counting numbers. Okay, so this is about natural number. Now second type of number is odd numbers. Now 2 is odd numbers. Now these numbers cannot be divided exactly by 2. We cannot divide, they cannot be exactly divided, or they cannot be divided exactly by 2. Example for these numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. If you divide these numbers, look at 1. We cannot divide 1 exactly by 2. Okay, we cannot divide it. It's not possible to divide exactly 1 exactly by 2. Now if we divide 3, so see here, 2 ones are 2 and we get what here? 1 is remainder, so remainder is 1 here. If we divide 5 by 2, 2 twos are 4, what's the remainder? Remainder is 1 here. Similarly, if we divide 7 by 2, 2 threes are 6, we get 1 as remainder. So when we divide odd numbers, remainder we get remainder, we get 1 as a remainder. So this is about odd numbers. Now third type given in our course, in our book, is even number. Now even numbers are represented by E. We represent even numbers by E. Now these numbers can exactly be divided by 2. Can be divided exactly by 2. Example, is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. They are also going towards positive infinity. Okay, now type 4 Type 4 is integers. Okay, integers are represented by z. Now to explain integers, I will like to draw here a line. You have seen this line in year 7. This is number line, and here are numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and I hope you will know that this space should be same space, same distance here. Okay, if this is 1 centimeter, this will also be 1 centimeter, that's also 1 centimeter. Then now here is -1, here is -2, here is -3, and here is -4. So these numbers are negative and they are positive. Now sorry, this is 0. So integers are 0, plus -1, plus -2, plus -3, plus -4, and so on. Now what we can do here, we can split this set of integers. See here, this is very important to note. This z, we can divide z in negative z. Okay, here is 0 and here is positive z. What are negative z? Negative integers. They are called negative integers, and they are -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. And these are positive integers, and they are 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Now this can be noted. I hope you will note this thing, that this set is also natural numbers. Okay, so natural numbers are positive integers. So integers are consisting of negative integers, positive integers with 0. Okay, that is about integers. Now the other type is prime numbers. So prime numbers represented by P, and remember, prime numbers are always greater than or equal to 2. So we can say prime numbers are always greater than or equal to 2. Now this sign is for greater than or equal sign. Now what are prime numbers? They can only be divided by 1 and itself. So they are prime numbers. Their types, their example of prime numbers is what? I said greater or equal to 2. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. 9 is not prime number, because see, 9 can be divided by 3 here. So 3 3s are 9. So 9 is not prime number. Okay, so 11, 13, 17, 19, and these are prime numbers. Okay, one more type is of square numbers. Square numbers are very interesting numbers. Okay, square numbers are square numbers. Very interesting numbers. Look at the square numbers. I'm writing square numbers first here. Few square numbers. 1 is square number. 4 is square number. 9 is square number. 16 is square number. 25 is square number. And there are so many other numbers. They can also be called as square numbers. What are square numbers? Look at this one. If I multiply 1, if I multiply 1 here with 1, I get 1. Or if I multiply -1 with -1, again I get 1. Similarly here, if I multiply 2 with 2, I get 4. Or -2 into 2, -2, again I get 4. So see, similarly here, if I multiply 3 with 3, I get 9. If I multiply R -3 into -3, again I get 9. Similarly, about 16, if I multiply 4 with 4, I get 16. If I multiply R, multiply -4 into -4, again we get what? We get 16. So these are basically numbers which comes after we multiply two same integers. When we multiply two same integers, we get square numbers. I'm writing here about them. Square numbers are obtained when two same integers are multiplied. Examples, more examples. More examples are 36. See here, 6 into 6 are -6 into -6, 49. They are 7 into 7 are -7 into -7. Similarly, 64, 8 into 8 are -8 into -8. So you either multiply the negative integers, same integers, or you multiply the positive same integers, you get square number. Okay, that's about the square numbers. Now last type is fractions, given in book. The last type is fraction. Now what are fractions? See here, 1/2. You know, you all are familiar with fractions. When we write something like 1/2, 3/5 in this form, like 1/2, 3/5, 7/9, 8/15. See, they are basically representing a part of the whole. Like if I take this rectangle, I divide in two parts. This part I color with this. I'm coloring here. So if I ask you which part, how many parts are colored here, or represent this part mathematically, so you will say it's 1/2. Okay. Similarly, if I divide see here, one part, two parts, three parts, 4 and 5. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if I color this part this part and this part, I can say 3 out of 5 are colored. Okay, so 3 parts out of 5 parts they are colored. So this is how we represent fractions. They can also be written as decimals. So 0.5 is in decimal form. So fractions can be written as sometimes we write them in fractions in A over B form. This part is called numerator. Remember the name? Numerator. And this part is called denominator. This part is D. This part is called denominator. So fraction can be written in every fraction can be written in A or B form, where A is numerator and B is denominator, and sometimes they can be written in the decimal form also. Okay, now let's go to exercise questions. We solve some questions now. So for questions, exercise 1.1, okay, the first question they have asked, they have given here page number, page 2. Now they are giving us a set. Set is given to us -4, -1, 0, 1 over 2, 0.75, and then 3, 4, 6, 11, 19, 11, 16 and 19, and then 25. So these numbers are given to us. First they ask, you have the book, please look at the book. I'm just writing the parts, answers. Natural number. They say list the numbers that from this set that are natural numbers. Now the first part is natural number. Which of these are natural numbers? Look, 3 is natural number, 4 is natural number, 6 is natural number, 11, 16, 19 and 25. Okay, so these are natural numbers. Now B is even numbers. What are even numbers? Even numbers out of this list are 4, 4, 16, 25. So these are even numbers. Now what are odd numbers? Odd numbers are, you see, those numbers which cannot be divided exactly by 2 or odd numbers. So 3, 11, 19, these are and 25 as well. So these are what? These are odd numbers. Now let's go to integers part D. They say what are integers here? Now look at the list. List has -4, -1, 0, 1 over 2, 0.75, 3, 4, 6, 11, 16, 19, 25. Fractions are never integers. Okay, fractions we cannot call fraction we cannot call them integers. Integers are whole numbers, either positive or negative. So we start with -4, -1, 0, 3, 4, 6, 11, okay, 11, 16, 19 and 25. These are integers. Now part E is negative integers. Now in negative integers we will write only the negative numbers. So negative integers are -4, -1. So these are negative integers. Part F or fractions. Fractions can be in decimal or they can be in the form of A over B. So A over B form here is 1/2, and in decimal form, decimal one is 0.75. So 1/2 and 0.75. Similarly here, part G is, they are talking about square numbers. Now I explained to you square numbers. Square numbers are here 4, okay, 16 and 25. These are square numbers. Now about H, prime numbers. What are prime numbers here? Prime numbers, we know prime numbers only divisible by 1 and itself. So only divisible by 1 and itself is 3, 11, 19. So these three are basically prime numbers, 3, 11 and 19. They can only be divided by 1 or itself. Then the last one is I, neither square nor prime. Now look at these. This is neither square nor prime. -1, -4 is neither square nor prime. -1 is neither square nor prime. And similarly, what about 0? 0 is neither square nor prime. Similarly, 1/2 is neither square nor prime. And similarly, the other numbers you can see, I'm writing them. -4 neither square nor prime, -1 neither square nor prime, 0 neither square nor prime, 1/2 neither square nor prime, 0.75 neither square nor prime. Similarly, 6 is neither square and nor prime. Okay, now 11 is prime, 3 is prime, 19 is prime, 16 is square, 4 is square, 25 is square. That's why we don't write them. This is question number 1. Now let's go to question number 2. What they say in question number 2? I'm doing 3 parts only here. First part in question number 2 is the next 4 odd numbers after 107. So what are the next 4 odd numbers after 107? They are 108 is not odd number, okay, that's even number. So 109, 110 is not odd number, 110 is even number. So 111, then 112 is not odd number, so 113, 114 is not odd number, so 115. So these are what they say next 4. So I wrote this 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next 4 means next 4 after 107. Okay, if you write here 111, 113, 115, 117, it will be wrong. This will be wrong. So 107 after 107, the next one is 109. Then the next one is 111. So this should be in the order. Okay. Now part C I'm doing then. Part C is all odd numbers between 993 and 1007. What are all odd numbers between 993 and this next number, 993 and 1007? You have book, please look at the book. Now, okay, see, 993, after 993 we can write here 995. Next odd is 995. Then 995 के बाद the next one is 997. then 9, 9, 9. Okay, we cannot divide these numbers by 2, so they are odd numbers. So 9, 9 plus 5, 9, 9, 7, 9, 9, 9, and similarly here 1, 0, 0, 1. Check these numbers, you will not be able to divide them by 2. So these are odd numbers between 9, 9, 3 and 1, 0, 0, 7. The next one we can write here is 1, 0, 0, 3, and the next one is 1, 0, 0, 5. So these numbers are the odd numbers between 993 and 1007. Now, part D. Part D is, what is the part D? The first 5 square numbers. What are first 5 square numbers? First 5 square numbers, they are first 5 square numbers. They are 1, first 5 square numbers are, first is 1, then 4, then 9, then 16, and then 25. So these are the first 5 square numbers. Okay. Then next part I'm doing is part E. Part E is saying 4 decimal fractions that are smaller than, okay, 4 decimal fractions. 4 decimal fractions smaller than 0.5. Now the first one is 0.2. I'm just saying 0.2 is also less than 0.5. Then second I can take 0.3. Third I can take 0.4, and the fourth I can take 0.45. So these are smaller, these numbers are smaller than 0.5. Okay, fine. This is up to you. You can take any number, like I can take another set also here, 0.45, 0.46, 0.47, 0.48. These are also less than 0.5. Okay. Now this is 3 parts from question number 2. Now question 3 we are starting. They say state whether the following will be odd or even. State whether the following will be odd or even. Now first is the sum of 2 odd numbers. The sum of 2 odd number is always even. Okay, that's how. Let's check it. Sum of 2 odd numbers. Look at the odd number 3 and look at the odd number 5. If we add them, we get 8, which is what? Which is even. Similarly, 3 and plus 7, both are odd. If we add them, we get 10. 10 is even. If we take 5 plus 11, we add them, we get 16. 16 is even. So it's the sum of 2 odd numbers is always even. First part is even. Then part B. Part B is the sum of 2 even numbers. Look, 2 even number is always, look at this, 2 plus 4, they are both even. The result is what? 6, which is even. 30 plus 6, both are even, so result is what? 36, which is even. 10 plus 4, both are even, result is what? 14, which is what? Even. 6 plus 8, both are even number, result is what? Result is 14. 14 is what? Even number again. So the sum of two even number is what? Even numbers. The sum of an odd and an even. Now, part C, sum of an odd and an even number. Sum of an odd and even number, look at this thing, I'm giving example. This is 3, 3 is odd and 2 is even. Result is what? Result is 5, which is what? Which is odd. 5 plus 4. 5 is odd and 4 is even. So result is what? 9, which is what? Which is odd. Similarly, 5 plus 8, both are one is odd, one is even, but if we add them, we get 13, which is odd. So the sum of odd and even is always odd. The square of an odd number, part D. Square of an odd number. Now see here, if we get odd number 3 and we take its square, it's 9. 9 is also odd. 5 is odd. Square of 5 is what? 25. This is what? This is also odd. Now similarly, you can take 7 is odd. Now if 7 square is taken, it's 49. So it's also odd. So the result will be what? Odd. The square of an odd number is always odd. Now part F you can do yourself at home. Okay. Part F is homework. Now I think it's first two questions are done, so I will inshallah do question number 3 in next lesson. Okay.